Good morning, everyone. There is a dispute in the Talmud as to what is the most important verse in the Torah. And there's four opinions. One opinion says the most important verse is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Second opinion says, no, the most important verse is, love your neighbor as yourself. The third opinion says the most important verse is, every man is made in the image of God. God said, let us make man in our image. But then there's a fourth opinion. The opinion of Ben Pazi, and the Talmud rules according to him. Now, what is the most important verse in the Torah? It's a verse in this week's Torah portion. When it talks about the daily communal sacrifices, it says you should bring one lamb in the morning and one lamb in the afternoon. And therefore, Ben Pazi says, this is the most important verse in the Torah. And the question is, the most important verse of the Torah? You would think it is the belief in one God. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Love your neighbor as yourself. Every human being is in the image of God. Therefore, you should give everyone their proper dignity and respect. How could the lamb in the morning and the lamb in the afternoon be the most important verse? And the answer is perhaps that Ben Pazi is not disagreeing with the other three opinions, but he's actually coming to complement them. And he's saying, yes, you have to have faith in God. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Yes, you have to love your neighbor as yourself. Yes, you have to respect the dignity of every human being. But you have to remember that it's not enough to do it in your heart or in your mind. But you have to make a daily sacrifice, morning and afternoon. It could be one lamb, one little sheep. But every day you have to make devotional sacrifices for God, for your fellow man, for the respect and the honor and the dignity of your fellow man. Remember that it should be a continuous, perpetual, ongoing practice in your life that's implemented in your daily deeds. And this is such a powerful lesson. We think about faith in God, love in your heart for your fellow man, universal respect for all others, for all races, all religions, all human beings in the image of God. These are lofty concepts. But how does it translate into your daily actions? Where is it manifested in your deeds? And never think that something small is insignificant. Every act of faith in God, every act of love for your fellow man, every act towards enhancing the respect and honor of your fellow man is part of the most important verse in the Torah, which is to practice these lofty, sublime spiritual values and implement them in your daily actions and deeds. Yesterday in the synagogue, I spoke about the heroic rescue of the two Argentinian Israeli hostages by the brave IDF soldiers who went into Rafah, kicked down the door of a second-story apartment, killed the three hostages, and brought the two hostages, Luis Har and Fernando Marman, to freedom in Israel. And I talked about how when they came in 1:30 in the morning, Luis couldn't find his shoes. And so they had to get out of the apartment to get back to the helicopter waiting to airlift them to Israel. And he couldn't find his shoes. And the soldiers didn't want him to walk on the shards of glass and the rocks. So one of the IDF soldiers picked him up and ran with him to the helicopter. And then you see in the footage when they get on the helicopter, the IDF soldiers sitting right across him. One of the soldiers bends down and starts untying his boots, and takes off his boots and puts them on the feet of Luis Har. And I talked about these beautiful soldiers, their bravery, their courage, their self-sacrifice. They're ready to give up their lives to save these fellow Jews. And then the way he takes his shoes off and puts it on this hostage, Luis Har, to bring him back with shoes on his feet. And the beauty of this kindness and the sensitivity and the love of our soldiers. At the Kiddush, a woman came over to me and said, I want you to know, I'm good friends with the daughter of Luis Har. And I've been in touch with her all week about this miraculous rescue of her father. And she told me the following story, that in the kibbutz, Luis Har, her father, was known and renowned for making pizza. He made the best pizza. Everyone knew you could come to him, and he made pizza for the kibbutz. He was a great pizza maker. Well, believe it or not, there's an International Pizza Day, and that's February 9th, which was last Friday. And so in honor of International Pizza Day, Louisa's daughter went on social media and encouraged everyone to eat pizza and remember her father in captivity, and that we want him to come home before International Pizza Day so he could make pizza for the whole kibbutz and for all of Israel once again. And she made beautiful stickers about eating pizza with a picture of her father demanding his freedom. And it went viral in Israel and even beyond. And people were eating pizza on International Pizza Day and putting the sticker on pizza boxes in all the pizza stores that they sold pizza. And it became a phenomenon, a way to remember Louise and bring him home and remember him through the delicious pizza he made. Louise's daughter told this woman who was in shul yesterday, when my father came home, the joy of the family, the love, the embracing, and the emotions to see our father alive. He said, but then they showed him the stickers they made that everyone was eating pizza, and they showed him pictures all over Israel. People were posting pictures of themselves eating pizza with his sticker on it. And when he saw that, he broke down crying. He became so emotional, more than anything else. And he said, I can't believe I was in captivity for 128 days. I didn't know if anyone was thinking about me or caring about me besides my family. To see the whole Jewish people everywhere in Israel and beyond remembering me and standing up for me and calling for my freedom, this broke him to the point that he wept uncontrollably. And this is what we have to remember. Something as simple as eating pizza to remember a hostage. Every small deed, every small act is not small. It's not a little lamb. It's not a little sheep, as the song goes, little lamb. But it's part of the most important verse in the Torah. The greatest and loftiest faith and love has to be translated in the simplest deeds. And that is what the Torah says is the most important message of Judaism. Have a wonderful day.